Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast, Drinks and Geeks. Adrian,
Aaron.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So today in this episode, we're going to be talking a bit about some of our old past days of the Vine and the social media, kind of like the
early days of content creation, I would say.
Yeah.
As far as like short form content.
Yeah.
I think that's what Vine pretty much was. 15-second videos.
Yes. Yeah.
Showcasing your humor or some sort of talent.
Yeah.
And then try and stand out from that. That's something that we did.
Yeah.
We started doing Vines. Yeah.
It was started off with the little bits. Yeah, that was really funny and fun times because there were so many hours and hours spent just focused on a 15-second little video.
I think it's because we started doing videos, but then we started to wanting to make them better, which is why they took longer.
Right.
Because I feel like, especially with me and Art, we're like, okay, we can do this now, or in the next one we can do this.
Yeah.
So we always tried to top our last video, but in doing that, sometimes we would overthink it, which made us spend more time on it. When we just needed to like simplify it. I think that's what it was. Probably we like wanted to go like all out, and then obviously in the moment when you're making videos, like other ideas just pop up. So if you even have like something you want to do, it turns into something a little bit more when you start doing it.
That's true.
So I think that's why it took us forever to make these 15-second little clips.
True. Yeah.
Which were fun to do. They're hilarious, but it's like we overthought it way too much. Once we started to like try and outdo ourselves, we spent way too much time doing it.
Took a lot of energy out of us, and I think that because the trend, right?
Yeah, the trend
that it was so big in the early mid 2000s, 2007, 8.
I would say the late
mid 2000s or late 2000s.
No, it was late 2000s.
After 2005. Right, somewhere around there
for Vine. I think it was like 2008. It must have been 2008 or 2009. I need to check when Vine was because we started doing it in high school. Was it?
Yeah.
Early high school. So early high school for me, I was a freshman in 2010.
Okay, yeah.
So, but I think Vine was around a little before we started to like actually do it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like 2009-ish, 2008-ish.
And maybe. Back then it was only I think like a 7-second clip.
7?
I think it was like even shorter before 15. It was like even shorter. It was like 7, and then it went to like 10, and then after 10 it went to 15.
15 was like the standard, I think, for media platforms,
especially for Instagram, because that was like I think Instagram
was like 15 seconds for so long.
Yeah,
like it was stupid. I was like, like why? Nobody knew what like longer form content was for platforms like that. Like obviously you had YouTube, which people would post like 20-minute, hour videos, which was normal on that platform. But on Vine, Instagram, like short form videos was the big thing.
True. Yeah.
So I think they were still trying to like see like to test out like how longer form videos would do. And now on Instagram, like freaking the other day I was watching the SNL skits.
Oh yeah,
dude, they're like 8-minute clips on there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like you could literally post the whole like thing.
Yeah. We've come a long way. Yeah. That's so true.
And that's how I was watching when I was sending you those clips. I was watching them on Instagram and TikTok, but like they're like 7-minute videos now.
Yeah, the reels, right?
And
the
people,
reels.
and people just watch them all.
Yeah,
like it doesn't matter how long it is anymore.
Or how
I think people just like the convenience of it being on that platform.
True. Yeah,
because like normally back then, right? If we wanted to, when we would watch clips of SNL, when you would show me, I'd go over. We would YouTube it because that's the only place you could see like the full thing,
the full length.
And now if you wanted to show me, you could just pop up your Instagram and be like, okay, send me the clip, and I can see the whole thing, which is crazy.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
We have evolved for sure. The social media and the media in general is just, the technology is pretty much skyrocketed now. Starting even like back then, even with some of our earlier phones, I had the flip phone, the send help. I had to send like 15 buttons to send help. I was already dead. I was already dead by the time I said help.
You had to send help. That's all you could do. Just send help. You couldn't even call. Just send help. Dude, I don't remember those phones.
Well, I mean, it was
because I think that was a little bit because you're what almost. How old are you now?
Well, I'm gonna be 30 this year, so
even like 3 years age difference is a big thing when you're younger.
Oh yeah.
Because like the 2-button phones are like the button phones.
Yeah.
I think Erica was in that phase, and obviously Stephanie for sure.
Yeah.
But me, I think I was like borderline. They were making like newer stuff because the first phone I had, it was just like the flat phone on the surface.
Yeah.
It had 1, 2, 3, 1 through 9, and then like the end and accept or whatever,
something
like the end the call and accept the call.
Yeah.
And then that was pretty much it. And then a little dial in the middle so I could navigate.
Yeah.
That was my first phone. It was still like old, right? Like an older looking phone, but
yeah,
compared to like just having a button or two, it's a big difference.
Yeah. Back then when I actually had to memorize phone numbers.
Yeah. When you'd want to text your friends or something.
When I call my friends or family now, I just says mom, calling mom. Not
hey,
the
Siri,
number.
Call mom. Like that stuff. Yeah.
I don't memorize. And see, that's the bad part. I have like a few numbers memorized out of like all my contact lists.
Whose numbers do you have?
I have like my mom, my wife, then maybe one of my brothers. Like that's it. Like only 3 people.
I think I only have.
20.
I have just immediate family. Like I have my dad's memorized, my mom's, Desiree's, and then my sister's, and then that's it.
Yeah,
I think
everybody else, good luck.
Yeah, it's just like if you get a hold of me,
It's like, wait, what do they look like?
Yeah, don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah. You had to memorize the phone numbers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that was a big deal, and I think. Once again, we're just digressing into the social media again, but it's just
it goes hand in hand. When technology gets better, so does social media.
Yeah,
that's just how it was, or how it is still. There's just so much that evolved, like you said.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we've kind of went through that evolution because kids now who are born, I would say like 2010 and like after, like they're already born in the smartphone era,
right?
Where like their first phone was obviously like something like an iPhone or a Samsung or like they didn't have to go through like button phones. They know social media. They've grown up with that. We kind of grew up with almost everything, I would say.
True, yeah.
Almost everything.
Yeah. My first phone was a Samsung. First actual real digital phone was a Samsung, and I was rocking the Samsung for like about 15 years, dude. Like
the same phone or just a Samsung in general? I was like, damn, if you had this.
I had the Samsung for a long time. Literally, this is the first iPhone. Well, I barely updated this one. The previous one I got was a hand-me-down.
Yeah, the 8, right?
Yeah. I had an iPhone 8 and I went to go exchange it at Apple. They were looking at me like, sir, you got a walkie-talkie. Or like,
sir, what is this?
What is this? Yeah.
Sir, arrest this guy.
You could take your dinosaur phone.
Yeah.
But I finally got an,
13 Pro.
13, yeah, Pro.
Yeah, it's a good phone.
And
great phone.
It's just like, it's the most convenient thing ever.
Yep.
So
don't have to worry about your battery dying every 30 minutes.
I know, that was
I think that's one of the biggest things with phones. That sucks. Like I wish obviously any kind of battery, like even a car battery, it goes like for so long and then you have to change it out. But man, I wish batteries just like went forever.
True, yeah.
Because then phones would last a long time. A lot of things would just be able to last a long time.
But like I said, it goes back to the that shortness. Like you think of how much we have time now on this phone. We could do we can videography, camera, everything. But back then when we had to create those 15-second bits, once again, we'd spend like 3 to 4 hours. The whole day was 15 seconds just to get that right.
Yeah.
And like
it's tough.
It's hard,
One, because what makes life easier, so like when we post clips of the podcast and stuff, we have an editing software where we can do that.
Yeah.
Back then you did have editing softwares, but no one really knew how to use them. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to do it all like on the phone. It was all in camera, as they would say. So we had to shoot and then press the button and then stop.
Yep.
And then we'd be like, okay, was that good or can we do it better? And then we'd be like, okay, no, I didn't like that. So we delete it, do it again. All right, you liked it. All right, next part. Film. Oh, you didn't like it? Okay, well, delete it. Let's go
Yeah.
again. And that just took so much time to do.
100 takes.
Yeah, because we wanted to do it so good.
We were perfectionists.
Yeah,
back then.
which I feel like looking back, I'm like, man, we should have we would have saved so much time if we didn't care. Which I feel would have made it more more funny if
Yeah.
it wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
And looking back at it, our videos weren't perfect at all, at all.
Well, like the one that we kind of did, one of them that stand out to me is that Roaring 20s one where our bodies were like we didn't have the technology once again. Yeah, to do a fast forward, kind of like where your body's
to speed up the video clip.
Yeah, and we had to move a certain way because it's the 20s, like a Charlie Chaplin kind of like a where it's just a silent film and it's just the body movements of the character or whatever moving. Yeah, and we all three did a bit of
there was no plot to it, but it just started off with him opening the door, me and Art walking in, and
greeting each other, hey,
all super fast.
Yeah.
And I think we just put random things together, but we just did them very fast.
Yeah.
Because in that first clip, it opened with Adrian walking to the door and opening it.
Right.
And he did that about maybe I want to say 15 times.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Minimum. And he ended up breaking the door. So in their front door, they had one of those slim glass window panes there so you can see through.
Yeah.
And this guy, one of the takes, he Adrian goes all out for whatever he does, This guy, we call him burrito roll for a reason because he just falls and just does it to himself. He breaks the door, the window, because he's just going so fast and he kicks it and it shatters. But in the clip, you can see he put duct tape and cardboard to try and patch it up. And I hope we have that clip so we can show him, but it's funny because
I'll roll the clip.
I was watching it the other day and I was like, bro, there's duct tape on it and cardboard because he tried to paste it up. But it got even better because his mom wasn't home at the time.
Yeah.
So his mom came home and she we already knew it was trouble because you broke a door. So you're oh shit, they're not going to be happy. So his mom gets home, right? And then Adrian and Art were like, Mom, someone
broke the door or something. We were saying someone threw rocks.
Yeah, there were a kid throwing rocks at the door, and we were like, what? They made up a bullshit lie, obviously. Yeah. And then your mom didn't fall for
My
it
mom
one bit.
Instantly, no, you're lying. You did this. I don't know what happened.
Mom, they were throwing rocks, boulders.
Oh my gosh, she got so mad at me, man.
She just said it so confident.
Dude,
no,
that's the crazy part. We broke that window, I think 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah,
oh my
3
gosh.
times. Me, I broke it on accident. Art broke it. And then Art broke it again. He broke it
broke it again. Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah, you gotta go full on method acting.
I wish we kept the clip where you actually broke it. I wish we had that footage because that would be funny to watch
that would
now.
have been hilarious.
Because obviously you see it now and it's just the broken, it's patched up. But if we kept the clip where you broke it, because we stopped obviously because we were like, oh no, when you're a kid and you break something, especially like that, you're
over.
you're done.
You're done. Yeah,
you're done. You're getting the belt.
Yep.
It's over. You're not making it through the night without some sort of tears falling down.
Nope.
But yeah, that was funny. That was probably one of the coolest videos. I look back and I'm like, dang, we did that pretty cool.
Yeah. It was just, once again, the little bit. But I mean, there was another one I remember that was really funny. Remember we would make fun of the commercials that would make no sense. Mm-hmm. We did one about a Coke, Dr. Pepper or something.
Dr. Pepper.
We try to make it like a horror, making fun of those commercials. commercials that have nothing to do with the content of the actual commercial.
Yeah, we started it off with like someone being attacked, or I think it was you were going down your basement stairs because it was kind of creepy down there. Like it was obviously dark and stuff during the day. So you're like walking down there, like looking for Art, I think, like if someone took him.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like we went for like a horror thing, like you're escaping like someone trying to like come after you, or and then we end it with like Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper.
It made no sense, but that's how commercials were. And sometimes they're still like that.
It was always like a gum commercial or like a Gatorade commercial, you know, some sort of like ad for like a product, and it just
especially like local commercials. You ever watch local commercials?
Yes,
dude, they're so bad.
Call now and you get both supplements with the Crazy Bread. But wait, if you call now, I'll even throw my own damn car.
To receive your load bowl, call the number at the bottom of your screen.
Obviously, because like there's one I see and I forgot who it is. I think it's an insurance company. It's a person who does it, but he acts in his own commercials, which it's like I give him props for doing that because not many people would.
Yeah.
Like if you're the face of a company and you're like trying to act like obviously you're not that good. But the fact that you're trying, it's like, okay, like but it's so cringy. I'm just like, oh, like I like wish that I don't wish I could act in them for them. I just wish I could film it for them to make them look better. Yeah, because they look so bad. But those commercials are stupid.
They're like very cringy. And once again, I think because they're always like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go buy the F-150." And like,
so the last video I was talking about was where we obviously we're in high school, so we're like pretty dumb and goofy and stupid. Yeah. But we did like stereotypes of like Mexican people, white people, and black people.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And I remember it started off with you and Art walking in the door, and you started doing like this like Pennywise like jumping thing with your legs, and then Art started dancing and moving his hips like a Mexican.
The fuck man, I heard about you. You know me. Hey John. Hey Frank.
First off, that was like pretty good. I was like, dang, like you didn't move bad, but you just started saying huevos fritos, and Art was just saying gibberish. Like I don't even understand what he was saying.
I think because like I said, we were always around our culture, so we were always like the Chico's Tacos one. We made fun of that one.
33, Chico, your tacos are ready?
21.
Chico, aquí, crespito like a sapo, crespito like a sapo.
Again, we're Mexicans, guys, so we brought up Border City. Literally, I can look out my window and see Mexico, Juarez. So it's literally all Mexico.
If you ever check it out on YouTube, it's actually still up on our YouTube channel. I don't know the password or anything. It's been a long time, but it was called the Improv Brothers.
Why would they need the password?
I mean, wait, you wouldn't need the password. I mean, I don't need the password, but I don't know why password came up.
I don't know. I was like, why would they need the...
They need the password.
You guys need the password. I was like, why would they need the password for our... Like, you could just look it up. We had a channel we created in high school, and it was called Improv Bros. So if you look that up, we have like 12 subscribers or something. But that's where all the videos that we're talking about we did, where we uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah.
But you don't need a password. You just can look that up if you want to. But we'll probably show clips throughout the episode just to reference what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But those days were pretty cool. I look back and I'm like, obviously, you wish you could have like done better and stuff because it's so cringy. But like everyone's videos were cringy in some way.
Right.
Like I'm glad we did that because that kind of just started like, it was, I don't know, trend, it just like started like for us to scratch the surface to make something.
Yeah.
I think that's what we wanted to do, was just
Yes.
make things and laugh at ourselves.
For sure, yeah.
And then obviously like show people, like friends and family, and just be like,
Yeah.
look at like the stuff we're making. It's like
Yeah.
so stupid, but that's how it was, you know?
Yeah.
It was like that. But yeah, I think that pretty much
Damn, dude. What the hell?
good. Yeah, so it's like I told you, it's ice, half and half milk,
Fresh.
bananas, a little bit of sugar, vanilla extract, and vanilla ice cream.
Shit. That's fresh.
That's what it is.
It's fresh.
Whatever's hot and fresh.
And I guess that it eventually leads to, you know, to the stuff that we have done now, or, you know, in the past couple of 5 years, which is more of the film stuff, like
Yeah.
actual trying to dive into that world. And maybe next episode we can talk about that. Maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah,
For sure.
that'd be, fun to
Yeah,
talk about.
we'll talk about that next one. Kind of dive into the more artistic
Yeah, there you go.
filmmaking stuff that we did.
Yeah.
The early stuff was just for goofy, just
Yeah.
being funny, short form content. That was like the big deal.
Yeah.
When we started, especially like when we were like young teenagers, 13, 14.
Yeah,
Starting
yeah.
there. But
True.
then we evolved.
Yeah.
We started wanting to make a bigger scale of things and make things a little bit not so much funny but more serious, but good.
Yeah, yeah.
In our own way. We all had an eye for different things. So
True.
we'll get into that
Yeah.
the next video.
Yeah.
But I think that wraps up
Yeah.
pretty much early social media days and phones we were
Yeah.
talking about, but just the evolution of how we grew up with technology and
Yeah.
that how that transpired to, you know, making videos.
Making
It's such a
videos.
different thing.
Yeah,
Like we
it's
started
true.
with, you know, I don't even know how.
Simple-
Yeah, it started just
simple things, yeah.
simple things just to have a laugh.
Yeah.
And then we just started to evolve into
Yeah.
wanting to be like
New territory. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true. Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, we'll catch you next episode. Stay tuned. Peace out.